What's going on, everybody? This is my week 2 match of the IPL versus iSwifteh. He has, the crit poison backwards because my account name is crit poison. So, this is my team right here, the one with the Tangrowth and the Volcarona. He has a sand team, and immediately I knew I had a good matchup because Keldeo is actually one of the biggest problems for sand to face. And Tangrowth is also a pretty big problem. Keldeo outspeeds an Oko. Well, assuming Sand isn't up, outspeeds an Oko's 1, 2, 3 members of his team. Oko is 4 things. It definitely Oko's Beedrill. Oko's that. Doesn't Oko those 2 though. So, and then I have a Tangrowth, which is actually Rocky Helmet, which basically it's Fizdef, which basically means that Excadrill can't really break it. And the set is weird. It's Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Energy Ball, Rock Slide. I had Rock Slide because I wanted to be able to Oko Beedrill in a 1v1 situation, which, yeah, you'll see. And then the Volcarona is there because if my Melodic dies anytime ever, then I can win with it pretty easily because nothing takes a hit except for maybe Mixed Hippowdon, which doesn't take an Inferno Overdrive. And then Raikou's there for the Celesteela and just generally pivoting. Claydol's there because I want to get rocks up and remove rocks, so yeah, you'll see. So he leaves off with Beedrill. I knew he'd do that. And turn 1, I decided to bluff the Scarf. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I didn't bluff it. I thought he'd U-turn. So I just went into Volcarona right here, and then he actually doubles into my lock. So it was a good turn for him, and I'm forced to go into my Raikou and take this Scald, which actually does a decent amount, but he doesn't burn, thankfully. So I'm just going to throw off a Toxic here because it hits everything that wants to switch in, including Hippowdowny. It'll wear it down over the course. So I knew he was getting rocks up here, so I'm just going into my Claydol to get up rocks. And he just goes into his Melodic, so I didn't want rocks up because of Volcarona, so I spun here, and he actually burns me, which sucks a lot, but it's not that big of a deal because I didn't need Claydol for that much anyways, just spinning. So I go into Keldeo here, and I get burned. This gets burned too, which is really, really, really annoying because this makes it to where my Keldeo can't live as long as I wanted it to. So he goes into his Celesteela and reveals that he is completely physically defensive. That is 100% Fizdef. If I Hydro Pump there, that was a dead Celesteela almost for sure. So I knew that he couldn't afford to stay in with Celesteela, so I doubled into Raikou on his Melodic because I knew that's what he would go into. It was a pretty good wall. So here I'm just going to Volt out. I don't think he'll go Hippo. So yeah, I go into this, and then I have a pretty good thing that can threaten it out in Volcarona. So here is where I decide to Quiver Dance. And for whatever reason he goes hard Celesteela. I don't really know why. And then he's just gonna die to a Fire Blast on the next turn. Down goes Celesteela. I guess he decides to go into Hippo to get rocks up, or not rocks up. He decides to go in Hippo to get sand up. I'm not really that sure why. And then Inferno Overdrive is gonna kill it. So he's forced to go into Melodic here. Now this was a super bad turn for me because he actually crit the Scald, and if he didn't do that, I would have won right there because his Excadrill is Scarf, which was really, really fucking annoying. That was really annoying because I would have just 6-0'd him right there, and Volcarona would have gotten 6 kills. He goes into this. I know he's spinning. So I go into Tangrowth because I want to get the Rocky Helmet residual. Here I Sleep Powder, then Magneton switch in. I kind of had to Sleep Powder, but it missed, so me getting hacked again. I kind of had to go into Raikou. Now here I sort of misplayed. I doubled into Keldeo, and I let it take a Flash Cannon that it didn't need to. So here I just throw off a Scald. He decides to sack his Magneton, which is, that's okay. So here he goes into Excadrill. Now, honestly, he can't do shit to Tangrowth at all. So I just decide to Sleep Powder here and incapacitate this. I went into Keldeo here because I couldn't really do that much damage to this. I don't think I OHKO'd with Energy Ball. So I'm just going to throw off the Scald. He gets a 2-turn, which kind of sucks, but So This turn right here determines the game. Or actually no. Never mind. This is the low roll on the ice shard sucked. That was like a low roll because it meant that I couldn't OHKO him with energy ball on the next turn with 10 growth. So here, the only way I can lose this game here is if he crits poison jab or U-turn, or if I miss rock slide. So he poison jabs, doesn't crit me, and I hit the rock slide. So that's a GG to Swifty. Even if I did miss the rock slide, or if he crit me, it was over. But if I missed the rock slide, I could have just pivoted out because of Regenerator, and I could have came back in, and I would have had another chance. I could have went into Claydol, and then, that died. Then I went back into Tangrowth, win to Raikou, and then went back into Tangrowth, and I was back at full health, and I could have had another chance at winning. But yeah, the only reason he could win there really is if he got a crit or if he got super, super lucky with the double rock slide miss. Anyways, GG to Swifty. That was a really close match. Beedrill gave my team a bit of a problem, but luckily he didn't really abuse that. So GG to you, man. Swifty's one of my good friends. Hopefully he has good luck in the rest of the season. And see you guys in the next video.